Any Muslim, quote me, quote me, any Muslim who advocates, who says that homosexuality is permissible or okay, or it's a personal preference, he is not a Muslim. He has nullified his religion. He's not a Muslim anymore. He's out of the fold of Islam.
Hey people, I hope you're well. This is a message especially to the Muslim community, but relevant to everybody. People have just finished voting. You voted for maybe Labour, Conservatives, Lib Dems, Workers' Party, the Rebel, which is Reform Party, Nigel Farage. I need you to know a fact, which is that when you vote for a party, when you sign up to a party, you give your allegiance to that party. In Islam, it's called bayt, meaning that you give them every right on your behalf for them to conduct, make rules, make regulations, pass laws for the country, people to follow, and you give them that permission. You just saw this video which said that LGBTQ rights may be acceptable, may be rights in this country where we live, UK. In religious terms, they are an abomination, they are a major sin, that any Muslim that signs up to any political party is committing a major sin, and I'll tell you why. Each party has in their manifesto that you have to accept that LGBTQ rights, homosexuality, are the rights of individuals, and they are now legal rights. A man can marry a man, a woman can marry a woman, and this is just as if a man and a woman were getting married, which from a religious perspective is absolutely incorrect. It's an abomination. It is a major sin to be a member of any such party that you accept LGBTQ rights, homosexuality as a fact of life and a right. If you accept such a thing, then you can be a member of that party. If you do not and reject, as with Muhammad Nazem, Keithley, June 2023, he went on a flag-raising ceremony advised by the Muslim community that what he did was wrong. He apologized and immediately he was asked to resign from the party. The alternative was he'd have been kicked out. He resigned. He rejected LGBTQ community rights as a Muslim. I say this to Muslim candidates, Muslim party members. I dare you to tell your party that you do not accept LGBTQ rights. You do not accept homosexuality as a right. See how long you last. You are fooling the public. I posted an email to every so-called Muslim politician. Not one replied. I posted an email to every party leadership. They did not reply. Blackburn, Bolton, Manchester, only one replied, saying that he believed his religion was first and above foremost. Politics were after, secondary. I asked him, would he be happy to come and speak to me on the radio? He declined, and I understand why. I ask you, the public, you that vote for these candidates, you are committing a sin. So much so that in Islam, if you accept LGBTQ rights, you are no longer a Muslim.
Any Muslim, quote me, quote me, any Muslim who advocates, who says that homosexuality is permissible or okay, or it's a personal preference, he is not a Muslim. He has nullified his religion. He's not a Muslim anymore. He's out of the fold of Islam.
If you're no longer a Muslim and you're married, your marriage vows are invalid, void. You're no longer married. You're living in sin. Furthermore, if you have children in that time, those children are illegitimate, so-called harami. Know the seriousness of your actions of voting for Labour, for Conservative, for Lib Dems, and even George's party, the Workers' Party. George in 2013 voted for the rights of men to get married to men. Same-sex marriage. George voted for that right. He further voted to lowering the age of consent from 18 to 16. Hence, he is guilty of this abomination, of this crime. Anybody that is a member of that party assigns to George's conviction that men have the right to marry men, women have the right to marry women. Because you accept him as your leader, therefore you accept everything that he stands for as a political party. And all those that voted for the Workers' Party, you are equally guilty of that abomination, of that sin. In this country that we live, the law is that LGBTQ rights are human rights. Homosexuality is legal. That is the law of this country. I accept that law, but I do not have to follow that law. Therefore, you people, you, the Muslim community especially, and anyone else of a religious inclination, know this, that it is an abomination. And if you assign to these parties, if you vote for these parties, you sign your allegiance to them, and hence you are guilty of every law that they pass, that comes into force, that people practice. You are guilty. If not today, you will be held accountable. Behind me, you see cemetery stones. One day you will be buried, or you will be cremated, or you will die at sea or in the air. But you will return to your Creator. That is the day that we have to think about most. In Islam, we are told, if there's one thing that is certain, it is death, and it shall come to each and every one of us. Every soul shall taste death. Be afraid of that day, my dear brothers and sisters. I'm going to go off now, watch England play football. The choice is yours. You heard it in that video, what it said about LGBTQ rights. What you do, don't do, is yours. Be good, be happy. I'm Haq, Anwar al-Haq. Until the next one, look after yourself. Take care.